Now I'll show you how to make a grown-up version of a caterpillar, which is what? Yeah, a butterfly. So a technique I've come up with is butterflies are symmetrical. This side is the exact same as this side. So there's really, if you put an imaginary line down the middle of this side is the same as that side. One way to make a butterfly is to fold your paper in half lightly first. You don't have to do a hard crease, but line these edges up. Now you have this central line. And to start off, I would draw the body. Butterflies have three parts to their body. They have the head, they have the thorax, and they have the abdomen. I'm drawing this right over my line. They do have little eyes, and they have antennae. So that's the start. It almost looks like an ant. And now, I think I'll start with my left wing. How many wings does a butterfly have? Some people say 2. They actually have 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 sets of 2. So I'm gonna try, this is a Eastern Tiger Swallowtail. I'll try to do a shape that's like that. They have nice big wings. I'm gonna go over like this. Then I'm gonna go like that. And then a line across. Now I could, if I was really worried about doing it exact, I could go over like this and put this up against a window or something, and so you can kind of see through there. I could trace it, or I'm not going to worry so much about being perfectly the same. I'm just going to draw it again over here. And since my paper's the same size over here, hopefully they'll be somewhat the same. And now I'm going to make the bottom wings. So I made the 2 top wings, now I'm going to make the bottom wings. There's the swallowtail. And this comes up, and they both come off of the thorax, which is this middle section. And now again, I'm going to try to do the same thing over here. This is kind of a complicated shape, but I will try to do my best. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So that's my butterfly. Once you get this general shape, you could come up with your own design, but whatever you do on this side, you got to do on this side, right? They're symmetrical. In this case, Tiger Swallowtail, it has a whole bunch of patterns. So like right here, there's a shape coming down like this, so then I have to repeat that over here. Then I have another like tiger stripe coming down like this. And then it actually has some neat things off like that. So now I have to repeat that whole thing over here. And I'll just keep going. I'm actually looking at a photograph right now. On the edge, there's some bumpy things like this. So now I have to figure out how to do that over here also. They don't have to be exactly the same, because nature, things usually are not exactly the same, but pretty similar. And you got some other really interesting shapes. So I'm having to really concentrate hard here. Now I'm noticing there's a line that comes through these, kind of comes over to here, so I'm going to make a thick line like that. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And then I've got a shape, some really interesting organic shapes going on here. Now on the bottom, I have another one of these wavy things. Kind of goes like this. This one on the edges of its wings, it has these little crescent shapes. Small little crescent shapes. There's a lot of details I could do on this. So then I do the same thing over here. Little crescent shapes. Down here I have some bigger crescent shapes. Then up here I actually have more crescent shapes. And more over here. So I'm on my way to making a pretty realistic tiger swallowtail. So these lines up here are actually, they've got them down here too, but they're thinner. So instead of using the side of my pen, I'm going to use the tip and do something like this. Almost like another set of wings inside the wings. The next step for me would be to start coloring in. All of this should be black. And all of this should be black. You see how I can move the paper to make it less awkward for me? I could do scribbles in here. I'm doing like zigzag lines. That's one way to add the blacks. I'm noticing there's another piece that comes off here that I didn't add. And then I'm going to put the zigzags in here. Symmetrical, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then there's a whole lot more black to color in. There's some more crescents here. I think I'll give this another set. I'm going to mirror this. And I'll do the same thing over here. So I have a thicker line I'm putting here. And then I'm going to start giving it more black. Although this is not solid black here, so I gotta put a few more shapes in here. Wow, this is complicated. So that's what I'm saying. You might want to come up with your own thing for this. I think I'll make this black. Make this black. And then, oh, this is black. And then I'm wanting to add the black down here, and then I'll stop. Lots of zigzags. I'm wanting to get a finer pen, so I could do that, because there's so many small shapes in here that I'm having trouble. I don't want to wreck my design. So I happen to have a super ultra fine Sharpie right here. I could use this to do some more of the detailed lines. Depends what kind of effect you want to get. But I think you got the idea. I'm not going to do this whole drawing. So the big important thing is folding your paper, drawing the body, and then building the wings off of there. But you need to pay attention and really line up your paper so that they touch over here. So you get a nice line right in the middle. And then this one would be fun to color in. Lots of different colors going on. These shapes right here are bright blue, light blue, and then this has a lot of yellow. It's like this. So I could take it another step and do that. But this is what the main part I wanted to show you was this step. Since I used colored pencils to color in my caterpillar, I'm going to use colored pencils to color in the grown-up. And these crescents are yellow, so maybe I'll start with that. I'm just going to lightly color them in with my yellow colored pencil. I'm going to try not to go over my black because, and I'll do the colored pencil actually dulls the black. And I'll do these ones too. I didn't really finish with my black. I'll get my black marker and continue a bit. I think I got tired last time. Like these have lines that come off. So do these. What a complicated pattern. And this is actually all supposed to be black too. Maybe I'll color that in with a black colored pencil. I think that's what I'll do. This is not dark enough. I could darken it up with my colored pencil. Then I'll do the yellow. And then, last but not, I didn't do the body. The body needs to have yellow on it too.
There's some blue crescents. It's like these. Blue. Color these shapes blue.
I want to make my back look fuzzier. So I'm going to make some lines coming off this. Kind of have a furry back. This does not look finished to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more black to the blacks. There's actually some crescents here. Because in the photograph, these blacks are super black. So I just want to make it look a little more realistic, like an actual tiger swallowtail. In my photograph, this black shape is actually a real ragged edge, so I'm going to go in and add more raggedness to it. That looks better. It's not a super exact picture, but it's an approximation. I never darkened this up. It'd be fun to do a more detailed, finished looking picture of this butterfly, but in this case I wanted to work fast, as fast as I could, still make it look somewhat realistic.